Now, I already had one version of my post-race review up and ready to upload, and then George Russell gets hit with a disqualification. I don't even know. Let's talk about the race. The race itself, holy crap, I didn't expect to be this entertaining. Last year was probably the most boring race ever because Verstappen just ran through the field like it was nothing. Whereas this year, he couldn't do much damage, surprisingly. Let's talk about the top 10. Esteban Ocon finished 10th place, which, it's proving to Alpine even more that maybe they're making the mistake of letting go of Esteban Ocon rather than keeping him. And I feel like even though Haas might be a good place for Esteban to develop, I feel like any chance to show off his amazing driving skills will be at Alpine. However, we just have to see what Haas have built for next year. Ninth place, we have Fernando Alonso. I think it's just bog standard race for him. P9, rest of the best. There's nothing much he can do, to be honest. P8, Sergio Perez with the fastest lap. I just... Not only he's P8 in the race, but he's also now P8 in the championship. The only driver outside the top 4 team to not score a win. He has a podium, but not a win. And you know how concerning that must be. If you're a Christian Horner or Helmut Marko and you see second driver of your car not even cracking in the top 5 in the driver standings. Like, I won't be surprised if him and Ricardo do swap at the Dutch Grand Prix, even though it should be Yuki Tsunoda. But that's not the point. Carlos Sainz, he just was undercut by everyone. The initial idea was there. I guess it's just the overcut and the undercut from other teams was just that much powerful. Ferrari had been looking a bit decent, but maybe they should have been. Maybe they should stick to the standard strategy. But it was an attempt nonetheless. Lando Norris finished P6. Maybe the story could have been different if he didn't dip in the gravel trap at lap 1, turn 1. But even then, once he was behind Verstappen, he just couldn't get past Verstappen, especially in the middle sector where obviously under Verstappen, that Red Bull was just planted. He was just stuck behind Verstappen. And speaking of Verstappen, he finished P5. He has the psychological advantage, you could say, over Lando Norris going into the Dutch Grand Prix over the summer break, knowing that he has finished in front of his rival, so he has a little bit more momentum than Lando Norris, but we just have to see what happens from the Dutch Grand Prix onwards. Charles Leclerc, I think he had a good race. It's just, I think he did miss out on it having a chance to win. Not saying he was a winning contender, but he could have been there. Could have had a chance if it wasn't for that slow stop. I feel like ever since he had that slow stop, he just lost all the momentum. What can I say about Oscar Piastri? He is probably Alpine's biggest mistake. I have no idea how they have let go of a guy who has won back-to-back championship in his first season Formula 3 and first season Formula 2. And now look how he's performing under McLaren. He's just been amazing. And I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more laps, he could have actually gone to win himself. Lewis Hamilton, he wanted to do the one stop himself over the radio. He was telling engineers that, the tires are fine, I want to stay out. However, they insisted on him coming in and changing the tires. But he just had an amazing race and he should be proud. He should be proud of that drive. So should George Russell, because holy crap, 34 on a single tire, that is just unbelievable. And at the end of the race, that tire did not look bad whatsoever. So maybe Hamilton could have also stayed out. Russell stayed out and he got the win on track. But as I said at the beginning of the video, he got disqualified from the Belgian Grand Prix because his car was underweight. But now 28 days till we go back racing at the Dutch Grand Prix. It's going to be a long wait. So the fact that I'm doing all of this social push now, terrible timing from my part, but it is what it is. Anyway, thanks guys, in a bit.